Look at that.
With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they gangsta don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wentz now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Wentz now on first down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 56 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Yeah.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Yeah. I like the Panthers.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They try to quick
yeah. I like him too. He got bigger. He got way bigger this year too.
Defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah, that's my man's too. He's about to come back this year.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
A flag? I ain't never seen no flag. Oh, shit.
Down there. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, here's Newton. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Sproles. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
I mean, if I would have kicked in the end zone, I would have been at the 20. You know what I'm saying?
Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Wes Horton in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Wentz.
Oh, my God.
To his running back, complete.
Oh, shit.
30, 20. Touchdown.
That was a good play. That was a good play.
89 yards.
I fucked that up, though.
The Eagles are able to strike quickly.
Fucked that whole package up. Man.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Look at the spin.
Balance.
A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Fuck. Why he throw it like that?
Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Good shit.
And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first
Oh,
quarter.
man. This is horrible. Damn. Nah, I already know.
Wentz and the
Damn.
Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and battle.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early,
Yeah, he back there too.
Chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, This one's going the other way.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll try the air now with Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing on third down, Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Brandon Graham. In there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down.
Word.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. And Gano's kick is right through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ertz over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Wentz now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Wentz to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Wentz now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again.
Oh, fuck.
Complete, a drop there in the middle third of the field.
Oh, my.
That'll bring up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just toweling it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much during this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Newton. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They will go for it. Now Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Newton now to throw. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. And a nice gain of 21 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a play fake. Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Wentz now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
McCaffrey on the toss right. McCaffrey with a first down and more. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Nigel Bradham coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Here's Newton now on 2nd down.
Man.
Pressure again,
Wow.
and down he goes again. Nigel Bradham in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Oh, wow.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, my evil, reckless brother's on my shoulder screaming, go for it, but I just knocked him off. You can't do that here. Field goal's a chip shot. Take the points. No way you can let this possession end without getting some points.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Wentz now
that was too much time
6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room.
The problem.
It's 1st and 10.
Too much.
Now Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
To throw, it's Wentz. And this is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Escaping the pressure right. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Luke Kuechly coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. Space to run past the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And the football game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. One final try now for Wentz. Forced out to his left.
Good as that.
And it's incomplete. So their final
That's what the fuck I'm talking about, baby.
Empty, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
13-0 in the first quarter. Look at that shit.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gault. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
Oh, that 2 takeaways was huge.
With that, we say so long from Philly.
I'm like, fuck all that running shit, nigga. I mean, fuck all that passing shit. This nigga pass every down. settle in.
Red zone, that was huge. That's huge, son. He was 0 for 1 in the red zone. I mean, that's red zone percentage. Red zone field goal 2. Points, nigga. I'm telling you. The ball. It was up 13-9 in the first quarter. Second quarter, I had to turn it up. Yeah, I shut him out for look. I shut him out for fucking look. The nigga didn't score. Look at this shit, son. First quarter, he had a ball, nigga, and I shut him out for the whole 3 quarters, nigga, after that. Do you see that shit, nigga? Do you fucking see that shit, son? Do you fucking see this shit, son? I shut the nigga down for the rest of the game, nigga, after the first quarter, nigga. It was over. That's huge, nigga. See that shit? Nigga was kicking my ass. He got gas though. He thought he could, you know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, I got 13 points, nigga. Mad kind doing dumb shit. Trying to go for it. Nah, nigga. That shit just looks crazy, nigga. Second, third, fourth quarter, no points. That's how you fucking do it. Passes though.